Are your daily stand-ups feeling more like daily slowdowns? In just a few minutes, I'll show you the simple do's and don'ts to make your stand-ups faster, clearer, and way more effective. Spoiler alert, it's not a status report. Hi everyone, welcome to another video on Product Noobs. And today we're diving into one of the most common yet misunderstood meetings in product development, the daily stand-up. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more quick and simplified product management discussions like this. If you've ever sat through a 30-minute daily stand-up wondering why you're there, or if you're new to product management and want to run effective stand-ups, this video is for you. You might have heard it called a daily scrum or just a daily huddle. Whatever the name, it's a short, focused daily meeting that, when done right, can be a huge power-up for your team's success. But when done wrong, well, it can feel like a waste of time. Whether you're new to product management or looking for a quick refresher on how to make these meetings truly effective, this video is for you. We'll go through the clear do's and don'ts to ensure your daily stand-ups are a springboard for progress, not a time drain. Let's jump in. So what exactly is a daily stand-up? It's a short, time-boxed meeting, typically 15 minutes or less, that happens every day, usually at the same time and place. The entire development team attends, along with the product manager or product owner and Scrum Master. A daily stand-up is a short, focused meeting where team members quickly share updates on their work. It originated in software development, but is now used across many industries. The name comes from the idea that everyone literally stands up during the meeting to keep it brief. The core purpose is simple: keep everyone aligned on what's happening, identify any blockers, and coordinate the day's work. It's not a detailed project review or a problem-solving session. Think of it as a quick pulse check on your team's progress. Most stand-ups follow a simple format where each person answers 3 questions. What did I accomplish yesterday? What will I work on today? Are there any obstacles blocking my progress? The first question, about what was accomplished yesterday, focuses on progress made to advance the team towards the sprint goal. The second question, about what I will work on today, is about the plan for the next 24 hours to help the team continue to move towards the sprint goal. The third question, about obstacles, is focused on identifying roadblocks that need help or are impeding the team from reaching the sprint goal. These questions keep the update clear and relevant. Notice how each question ties back to the sprint goal, that shared objective we talked about in our sprint planning video. This keeps everyone focused on what truly matters for the current work period. Now let's take a look at the do's and don'ts in daily stand-ups to make the meetings effective. First, the things you should do. Do keep it short and focused, time-boxed to 15 minutes. This is non-negotiable. The goal is a quick sync, not a deep problem-solving session. A pro tip here is to use a timer. When it goes off, the meeting ends. Any detailed discussions get taken offline, meaning after the stand-up with relevant people. For example, if someone starts explaining a complex technical problem, gently say, "That sounds important. Let's park that for a moment and pick it up with specific team members right after the stand-up." Do focus on progress towards the sprint goal. Every update should tie back to that shared objective for the current work period. This keeps everyone aligned. A pro tip here is to remind the team of the sprint goal at the start if needed. Encourage contributions that show movement towards it. Do highlight blockers loud and clear. This is one of the most valuable parts of the stand-up. Encourage team members to clearly state anything that's stopping them. A pro tip: as the product manager or Scrum Master, make a note of these blockers and ensure they are addressed outside the stand-up. The stand-up is for identifying them, not solving them. An example: I'm blocked because I'm waiting for a design mock-up for the new user profile page. Your job isn't to solve it now, but to ensure you or the Scrum Master follow up with the designer immediately after. Do encourage team self-organization. The stand-up is for the team, by the team. They should decide how they'll work together for the next 24 hours. A pro tip here is to let the team members lead the discussion. They don't need to report to you, the product manager, individually. They are reporting to each other. Do stand up if possible. It's called a stand-up for a reason. Standing helps keep the meeting short and encourages focus. Tip: for remote teams, try to ensure everyone has their cameras on to maintain engagement. Do listen actively. As the product manager, you're not just a passive observer. Listen for signs of trouble, dependencies between tasks, or opportunities to offer clarity. A useful tip is to your main role here is to understand progress and identify if the sprint goal is at risk. Now, let's look at the don'ts, the things that can derail your daily stand-ups and turn them into ineffective time wasters. Don't let it become a long status report to the PM manager. This is the most common mistake. The stand-up is for the team to sync with each other. It's not for individual team members to report their progress to you, the product manager, or any other manager. This is bad because it kills team ownership and can make people feel like they're being interrogated. An example of what not to do. You, as the PM, going around the circle saying, "John, what did you do? Sarah, what about you?" This turns it into a one-on-one report. Don't solve problems during the stand-up. Remember the 15-minute time box. If a discussion starts to get too deep or involves only a few people, it needs to be moved offline. This is bad because it wastes everyone else's time and breaks the flow. For example, if two engineers start debating the best way to implement a database query, gently interrupt and suggest, "Great discussion. Let's take that specific technical deep dive after stand-up with just the two of you." Don't go into too much detail. Keep it high level. No need for a minute-by-minute breakdown of yesterday's work. Focus on what was completed or moved forward relative to the sprint goal. Why it's bad: it makes the meeting long and boring for others. Example of what not to say. Yesterday I opened my IDE, then I found file X, then I scrolled down to line 157, then I added a semicolon. Don't use it for future speculation or planning beyond 24 hours. The focus is on yesterday's progress and today's plan. Detailed future planning belongs in backlog refinement or sprint planning. Why it's bad: it shifts focus away from immediate tasks and can lead to analysis paralysis. Don't skip it, even for remote teams. Consistency is key. Daily stand-ups build routine and help catch issues early. Find a time that works for everyone, even across time zones. Tip for remote teams: use video conferencing, share a virtual board, and ensure everyone's camera is on for better engagement. Don't let it become a complaint session. While identifying blockers is good, letting it turn into general grumbling about frustrations is not productive. Tip: acknowledge frustrations, but quickly pivot to actionable blockers or suggest taking broader process issues to the sprint retrospective. As the product manager, your main role in the daily stand-up is to listen, understand progress, identify potential risks to the sprint goal, and note any blockers. Clarify. Be available to answer quick questions about user stories or priorities. Support. Help remove blockers after the stand-up. Observe. Get a pulse on team morale and potential issues. You want a facilitator and a listener, ensuring the team has what they need to succeed and that progress is clear. Watch out for these red flags that indicate your stand-ups need improvement. The ghost town. Half the team regularly skips or shows up late. This usually means people don't see value in the meeting. The novel. Updates regularly take 5+ minutes per person, often including unnecessary background information. The therapy session. The meeting becomes a place to vent frustrations rather than coordinate work. The Groundhog Day. Every update sounds identical to the previous day's update, suggesting people aren't making meaningful progress. The interrogation. The facilitator asks probing follow-up questions that make team members feel like they're being micromanaged. Tip number 1, rotate the facilitator. Don't always run the stand-up yourself. Let team members take turns facilitating. This builds ownership and gives you insights into how others perceive the team's priorities. Tip number 2, connect work to goals. Occasionally remind the team how their daily work connects to bigger product goals. This doesn't mean a lengthy explanation every day, but a quick reminder helps maintain motivation and focus. Tip number 3, track patterns, not details. Pay attention to recurring themes rather than getting caught up in daily minutia. If the same type of blocker keeps appearing, that's a systemic issue worth addressing. Tip number 4, adapt the format when needed. The 3-question format is a starting point, not a rigid rule. Some teams benefit from walking through their task board instead. Others prefer focusing on daily goals rather than yesterday's work. Find what works for your team. Tip number 5, create psychological safety. Team members should feel comfortable sharing bad news or admitting they're stuck. If people only share good updates, they're probably not being honest about challenges. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to stand-ups. A startup team of 4 developers will have different needs than a 20-person product team at a large company. The key is understanding the principles behind effective stand-ups and adapting them to your specific context. Start with the basics. Short, consistent, focused meetings where everyone shares updates and blockers are identified. As your team gets comfortable with this rhythm, you can experiment with different formats and approaches. The best stand-ups feel natural and valuable to participants. If your team genuinely looks forward to the daily stand-up, you're doing something right. Here is a real-world example. Spotify noticed their stand-ups were too long and lacked focus. The team was discussing too many details, causing delays. So they changed a few things by limiting stand-ups to 10 minutes, implemented async updates for remote teams, and used Slack to track blockers before the meeting. The result was a shorter, more efficient stand-ups with better focus and action-oriented discussions. Daily stand-ups are deceptively simple but incredibly powerful when done well. They create alignment, surface problems early, and build team cohesion. The difference between effective and ineffective stand-ups often comes down to discipline, focus, and respect for everyone's time. Start implementing these do's and don'ts in your next stand-up, and watch how the team dynamic changes. Remember, it might take a few weeks for new habits to stick, so be patient and consistent. What's your biggest stand-up challenge? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if this video helped you run better meetings, hit that like button and subscribe for more practical product management tips.